I had a big organ and no place to put it.
Oh, it's just this immense feeling of power.
And it was like a jet airliner. The mechanisms all whirring and whooshing.
The percussion, the noise, the vibrations.
It's perhaps the most complex and one of the largest in all of the world.
It was called the Organ Grinder.
The Organ Grinder restaurant.
Tonight we're going to take you to the Organ Grinder Pizza Parlor.
I went to the grinder when I was 4 years old. That became an obsession for me. There was so much to do there because there was the arcade and there was always lots of people and there were silent films.
The organ grinder is one of those things where it's like, hey, we're going to go to the organ grinder, and then you call one or two of your friends, and then pretty soon the car is full with a bunch of high school kids and you're on your way to the organ grinder.
All they did was put up a sign that said open, and the line was around the block.
Full houses every night. Place was like a money tree in those early years.
The Organ Grinder is the largest volume pizza restaurant in the world.
The architect designed that crazy building to show off the organ and design kind of thing like nobody had ever seen around.
Over 7,700 sparkling lights, all controlled electronically through 30 miles of wire from this console.
Will the real female organ grinder please stand up?
I was the world's only female organ grinder. I put on a show as the people in the line were coming in.
And it is planned that the Organ Grinder will become the most popular restaurant for enjoying pizza in at least 10 cities across the country.
Paul did operate on the idea that if it was worth doing at all, it's worth doing it to an excess.
He would take his employees, invite us to stay at his home in Hawaii and have lavish dinners. I do remember Paul taking us to some really wild discos.
The disco idea, Earthquake Ethel's Roadhouse.
Here inside Earthquake Ethel's, it's Saturday night and the joint is jumping.
Earthquake Ethel's was the largest single outlet of booze in the state. They all got Cadillacs, and the company would pick up the tab for that. I got a Jaguar, just to be different.
Plans are now underway, culminating in a public stock offering by the end of 1980.
That's okay if you've got enough cash flow to service that debt. But if things start getting soft, look out.
I could see, since I counted the money every day, that, oh God, this was a bad night. It was going downhill. Not sure what to do, what are we gonna do?
The organ grinder sat here until 1996 when it closed.
I heard that the organ grinder was closing, and it was heartbreaking.
People were sobbing, people were crying. It was this, I'm crying thinking about it.
It was a sad day for us.
I stayed until 3 a.m. the next morning playing, because I knew it was going to be the last time I was ever going to get to play that organ.
And they were wheeling the console up the ramp out the door. I couldn't look anymore. I went back to the office and cried.
I still have dreams sometimes that I'm a little kid at the organ grinder.
Why did the organ grinder not make it, of all things?
Well, good things can't last forever.